Alright guys, welcome back. It's Raiden here with Predominance Raids and bringing you guys another episode in our War Recap series. And unfortunately, as kind of it's been recently, another really tough loss by Predominance. And this time was against the clan Akatsuki. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let me know, guys, if anybody from Akatsuki is watching, if that's not how you pronounce it. But really another kind of frustrating loss for us. Akatsuki did a good job. I think we actually were the win that bumped them up to clan level 10, and I went over there and kind of talked with some other guys after. Good group of guys, a lot of green in the warlog, but one that I think we did leave on the table. So let's go ahead and look. They actually did not use all their attacks, and we'll get to that in a second, but on our end we used all the ones that mattered at least. And they basically two-starred all our 11s and 10s with the exception of number 2, OSU Beast, they filled on. And they missed one. They missed one Town Hall 9, but a lot of their Town Hall 9 triples on the top of our Town Hall 9 board were Town Hall 10 drops. And then on their side, we missed out on number 1, and then I think we got everything else except only one starred 7, only one starred 9, and then 12 down, which was their 9.5s down we got, except we left 22 with a 98%, and that was it. Yep. So 23 stars to 24, very close on the 3-star count. And again, I hate to kind of keep coming to these videos making excuses. I don't want it to seem like that. I hope that I'm objective enough to realize that sometimes clans are just better. I think I've done that in certain recaps and just pointed that out. But one thing which was a little bit frustrating was just some of the matchmaking with Supercell has been just, quite frankly, kind of ridiculous. And I'm not going to rant about it too long, but just to highlight it really quick. So just to kind of show like our bottom few Town Hall 9s. Okay, so let's just take a look at like our bottom 3 or 4 Town Hall 9s. So just a baby Town Hall 9, level 2 hero, an 8.5 without expos, 8.5 without expos, and 8.5 without expos. So again, we can keep going up the list, and it's going to be 8.5s. We have a lot of 8.5s. Even our bottom 9s have level 1 expos. And granted, Akatsuki, they did have more Town Hall 8s than us. So they were at a disadvantage there, but let's see. Yeah, so this is what's their bottom Town Hall 9? This is their bottom Town Hall 9. I mean, even their bottom Town Hall 9s were all max defense Town Hall 9s up the board. It just made it really difficult on our end. Our bottom Town Hall 8.5s and 9s were just not able to really secure any 3 stars, and as a result, our mid and top level Town Hall 9s had to clean, and our Town Hall 10s and 9.5s had to drop. But anyways, good job to Akatsuki. And on our end, I actually thought we had quite a few really good attacks, so I want to get into those and take a look. So the first one we are going to look at was a really high percent 2-star here by JK on number 4. And this is Town Hall 11 on Town Hall 11. And again, one of those box type bases that JK just has a real habit of kind of exploiting with a mass witch. And normally he kind of does an 8Q walk, but on this one I think he did the right thing, which is just basically more witches. EQ's open this middle section here, which is going to leave 3 nice lanes, basically a lane up this way, a lane up this way, and then a lane up the middle for the witches. And I'm going to thin that tool out. There we go. So it comes in with the two golems, and then just typical line of witches behind. And this is a very high level 11. It's max heroes, max eagle, I believe, and then close to max. Yeah, oh yeah, it is. It's max defense, so everything except walls. And this was close, and these are the types of attacks we need. It is tough to get 11 on 11 triples, as a fair play clan, but I thought this was a really good attack. If you'd got a little bit of a better split, it might have been a 3-star, but wisely, I think, pops the Grand Warden ability there in the middle with a lot of DPS coming in, and the Eagle Artillery still up with both Infernos there. While the Witches are doing their thing, we're going to go ahead and take a sip of beer. Shout out to Bell's Two Hearted. And at this point, I thought that he actually had a chance. And I think if the Archer Queen had actually followed the Witches and Grand Warden, it would have been a 3-star. Unfortunately, she ends up splitting off kind of by herself and takes on several point defense and has to pop the ability. And so just kind of one small thing there, I think, kind of changed it. But we're going to speed it up here as most of the attack is kind of faded out. But without the Archer Queen there, just too many defenses up. Again, I think if the Archer Queen had gone left, it would have been a different story. And at this point, it's just the Grand Warden and then the MVP Archer here for percentage. So we're not gonna, we will. We'll look at the Archer. There we go. So 76%, really high 2-star there by JK. So really good job. In wars like this where you know it's going to be close, a lot of times it can come down to the percentage. And attacks like that do make a big difference. So good job there. And we're going to drop down. And we're going to look at Mike's attack on 16. Our Tunnel 9s, I actually was really impressed. We got out to a really fast start, which is nice. Because we've been coming out to some slow starts. But they had kind of some weird bases. They had some bases that were kind of like anti-2 bases, but with 2 double giant bomb sets. And then they had some anti-3s. But Mike tried to get the lure there with a giant. Wasn't able to. So just decided to opt in here with his kill squad, and this was a cold-blooded LaLo. So basically the idea here is just to come in with the 1 golem, get this AD, get the Archer Queen, and get the Clan Castle. Obviously he sees both expos here on ground, and so does a good job here, picking the right strategy to fit the right attack to fit the base. So easily gets that AD and that Archer Queen, and then as soon as he realizes it's a Lava Hound coming out, he does not wait and instantly starts in with his LaLo. And this was really smart. There is no use in waiting till the Archer Queen is dead or this Lava Hound is dead. The Lava Hound can't affect the attack at all. So just comes in here starting with 2 Lavas on that AD, and he's working counterclockwise here. Pretty good loon deployment. The idea here with good loon deployment is to not have loons backtrack. So you want to have loons kind of slowly work together and then converge in spots. You don't want them to have to go backwards. Nice rage spell there to get in on those high DPS expos. And even though all his Lava Hounds are dead at this point, he's got plenty of balloons left up and some Lava Pups. And there's just not enough defenses left. And there's no splash damage with Wizard Towers. So even though he is a bit clumped up here with his main group, it's no problem. And just absolutely wrecked that base, Mike. Awesome job, man. Could have actually dropped a few less loons for some cleanup minions, but he did have 2 cleanup whiz in the bag, and we're going to speed it up here. As it is basically just game over for this base. Rest in peace, Tay GX3. I would change that base up so my boy Mike doesn't come in there and roll over it again. But nice job, Mike. That was a really good cold-blooded LaLo, which I've been seeing more of lately. I hadn't seen CB LaLoons in a while. They're making a comeback. So, okay, we're going to look at Jackal on 16 here. With a nice AQ walk, GoHo here. And really quick, I'm just going to pause it. But a really good base recognition here. So, basically, what Jackal does is Earthquakes in right here. And you can see there's basically every major compartment in the base connects to this quadrant. So you've got this lane, you've got this compartment, you have this lane, you have this compartment, and you have this compartment. So basically by opening up with an EQ here, he literally has access to like 80% of the base. So wisely, I think, does the Earthquakes first. And anytime you see like a lane base like that with a tight core that can be earthquaked, you're probably going to do some type of variation of an earthquake spell, either a stone GoHo or a GoVaHo, or in this case, just a really nice AQ walk shattered GoHo. Does get the cheap lure, which is always smart, and I think this was a fresh hit. And at that point, just decides to go ahead and drop the AQ, and she's going to deal with the Hound. And this is just a time-sensitive thing. Doesn't need a spell here. There's nothing that can hit the Archer Queen. Now, again, I would recommend, he is funneling with minions here, and he didn't know it was going to be a Lava Hound, but again, I keep preaching the best way to kill the Lava Hound is after it explodes to drop a minion behind the healers, because sometimes that'll actually save you a healer. Kind of drops some panic troops over here. He's really trying to take out these 2 buildings to create his funnel to push his Archer Queen down towards 12. And at this point, his funnel was already good. He doesn't actually need to break it on the barracks. She will go towards 12 no matter what. But I think Jackal was just really trying to make sure here. And so does take out that Dark Barracks. So maybe a few more troops there than he wanted for the funnel for the AQ, but no big deal. And AQ is going to get some nice value here. She's going to actually take out the enemy BK. Quite a bit of point defense along the way. And the kill squad, which is going to come in from this direction here, is basically not only going to have access to all the base, but they're going to basically get into all the potential double giant bomb threats, which are in here, obviously in here, and somewhere down in there. So gets a really good push here. And at this point, just kind of has the Archer Queen on autopilot, as he knows that she's going to be okay. Gets a really nice wide funnel there with the wizards to make sure that that Barbarian King and the Golems go right into that compartment. And then just some nice support hogs here over at 9 o'clock, just to make the push for the kill squad a little bit easier, as less defenses are targeting them. Also creates a little bit of a funnel for his, or a little bit of better pathing for his hogs. Sorry guys, can't talk. And again, nice support hogs here, as a lot of these defenses were tanked. And then just kind of starts in with a surgical deployment here at the bottom when most of those double giant bomb threats have been eliminated, and has 2 heal spells left. Drops 1 and didn't get anything for it. It basically healed 3 hogs for about a second. He literally could have swagged both spells. He ends up swagging, I think, the heal spell here in a second. Yep, there's 1 defense left. Both golems are unpopped. BK is up, Archer Queen. So there comes the swag heal. Really, really nice attack, Jackal. Just keep getting better and better, man, with these AQ walks on Town Hall 9. And really makes a big difference with the 30-30 heroes, having a Town Hall 9 at the top that can just wreck. So awesome, awesome job. All right, guys. I know my recaps are kind of long. I apologize. I like showing you guys the really good attacks and the good content. And I like going into depth a little bit more than some other YouTubers. So I appreciate everybody that's watching. Thank you, guys. But Hammer comes in here with the Hammer specialty, which is a GoVaHo, and opts for the EQ there to open up, basically gain him access to all of the double giant bomb spots, as well as both heroes. Not a good idea to have both heroes centralized. Also, basically in a way that your kill squad can get not only to your heroes, but to the potential double giant bomb threats. And he does need quite a big push here, so he does opt for 2 golems and not the 1. Both heroes come down as he wall breaks in at 12. It is a Lava Hound, which isn't going to be that big of a deal. The Archer Queen will take that out, and then drops in the Valks. What I love about this was the back end jump too. So if you'd look, I probably just would have brought 2 heals for the hogs, but just in case there was either, you know, a possible Tesla farm in here or some double giant bombs, he did plan for a nice exit jump. And the hogs were going to be, you know, just have the 1 heal, but he really got such a high value from his kill squad that wasn't that big of a deal. A lot of these defenses are actually still being targeted by his kill squad, so these hogs are getting through untouched. Both heroes still up, just pops the BK ability, still has the AQ ability in the bag, and losing a few hogs to spring traps there, but not a big deal. He still got Valks up, and there's just not enough defenses left to stop him at this point. And let's go ahead and 2x it. And Hammer had another 6-star war, so again, I think he's gone like 7 of 8 or something like that for 3-star attacks, and most of them fresh. So Hammer, man, I miss you. Hope you come back. Hope you're having fun over at HG. Tell those boys we say hi and keep wrecking. Okay. Kyle Droga, you got smashed. Sorry, bud. All right, we're going to take a look at, okay, Redeemed on 20. This was probably my favorite attack of the war, to be honest. One of their better base layouts, I thought. You know, decent anti-3. So I'm gonna pause it really quick. Basically, this is a AQ walk with a separated hero for the AQ enemy AQ kill. But the idea was to walk the AQ down in this direction. And if you look at what she's gonna get in return, obviously the double giant bomb threats are gonna be in here, in here. These are two of the most obvious ones, and then here. So these are really your three double giant bomb threats. With the AQ walk, he's going to eliminate basically all these defenses. So not only is he going to get 4 or 5 point defense, get the clan castle, but he's going to in the pathing eliminate these basically obvious double giant bomb threats. He's then going to come in here with his golem and BK, get the archer queen kill, and if he gets a deep enough push, he can also eliminate this expo, which then neutralizes the last double giant bomb threat. Even if he doesn't, he can come in such a way with his hogs where he can just kind of get around one of them. But was just an awesome breakdown. I don't know if he planned this one fully himself or if a few guys worked on it, but whoever did, awesome plan. So I'm going to speed up part of the walk here. Nice job by bringing in one wizard because the wizard's out of range of basically all the defenses, and it's just going to help eat up some of these high HP storages. And it looked like for a second his AQ was going to go the wrong direction, but did a really good job there adjusting on the fly. Got some wizards to push her down again towards 6 o'clock. Rage spell comes down, I think mostly just to get through the clan castle troops, as there was only one defense hitting her. Nice job there, not panicking, not popping the ability. If there's just 1 point defense and it is a dragon, as long as you have a poison down, you do not need to pop the ability. She will not die if she's like over a level, probably like 15 archer queen. And at this point, he doesn't wait. Already comes in. Now, the one thing I will say saved is I would have dropped... Oh, there we go. Oh, he did drop the poison. Never mind. My bad. Good poison on the enemy heroes, just to slow down their attack speed. So the Barbarian King... Again, it's only level 17 Barbarian King, so that was good. And then starts in with his Surgical Hogs at the top. Has a heal and a rage left in the bag. Drops that heal spell for where that other double giant bomb set could be. And if there was, he would have made a little bit of bacon, but he still would have had enough to probably 3-star. He has about 7 hogs in the bag here for the back end. Good job sprinkling those in. And, oh, where are your cleanup troops, man? Come on. I taught you better than that. Let's go. Cleanup wizard. Cleanup wizard. Jeez. But no. This was, like I said, this was my favorite attack of the war. Absolutely wrecked it. Very good base, 17 and 20 heroes. So again, not just showing you it's not the hero levels that really matter. It's the plan and the execution. So a really nice job there by Redeemed. Sorry guys, still got this little bit of cold. So all right, we're gonna look at Slabo on 21. This was a fantastic attack as well. I kind of forget. I watched these earlier. I remember being really impressed by this one. Okay. AQ comes down over here. Some minions to create the funnel. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. This was an Archer Queen charge. Now look at this, guys. There is a hole. There's no wall piece connecting there. So Slabo realizes if he can charge into this compartment, his AQ can literally get all the way in here, gain access to basically enemy Archer Queen, and then all these defenses. A lot of double giant bomb threats. So charges in there. I don't know if you saw, dropped a nice poison just on the enemy AQ, which allows him to not have to use a spell of any kind. Doesn't need the ability or a rage. And these were, this is not an easy base to AQ charge. I mean, it is 2 grounded expos. Yes, he is hitting opposite side from them, but they had a lot of grounded expos. Yeah, and this is he does opt for the rage there, which is fine. You can just get through it quicker, but he did not need a rage there. He would have been fine with just 1 cannon on him and a poison spell, but no big deal. Comes in with the golem over there at about 10 o'clock. Barbarian King and 4 Valks. He's going to throw down a really nice jump spell here in a second to get to 2 double giant bomb threats as well as the BK. And if you guys look, there's only about a minute 20 left of this attack, so just really crushed it, did it really quick. One giant there to tank because there's 3-point defense, so I'm normally not a fan of the giants for surgical. In that case, it absolutely makes sense. And a Tesla farm does kind of pop there in the core, but he's still got Valks up, still has his BK and the ability. That Golem did such a nice job there tanking that he doesn't even really need the hogs for the Tesla farm. Cleanup troops already down, Archer Queen's still up with the ability, still has a heal spell. This attack was amazing, just crushed it. And I forget, I hope he does swag the heal spell here. This is what I'm saying, guys. I mean, tough war, but we absolutely had some really nice TH9 attacks. So I was proud of our guys. Thought they did a pretty good job. And it pains me to do it, but we'll speed it up. I wish there was like a 2 times slower, because I would watch this one again. 2x slow. Yep, swag heal. Awesome job. Really nice attack there by Slabo. All right. Cool. Let's look at one more here. And we're going to look at snakes on 25. Yep. So again, low-level hero display, level 12 AQ, level 10 BK, and a max D Town Hall 9 with much bigger heroes. But just decided here to do a Archer Queen charge up at 12, basically get into that top compartment, and that'll gain me access to quite a bit in terms of point defense for the base. As well as some, again, you know, it's all about what are you getting for the Archer Queen. If you're not getting the enemy AQ, or if you're not getting several double giant bomb threats, it's not going to make sense to do a charge. If you can eliminate those, and you can keep the Archer Queen up the entire raid, it's probably going to be a good trade for you. So obviously you need more healers with a lower queen, but again, it's worth it if you can pick up, you know, 30% of the base and have the highest DPS troop in the game live. So I did drop one hog over here just to get a nice trade as that archer tower was distracted. CC comes out, mostly just looks like loons and a wizard, so just a poison. And I did pop her ability just because there was 2-point defense on her. And then starting with the CB Golem over here at 9 o'clock. And I just, oh, sorry about that, guys. I just want to create a really wide funnel here. There's a lot of outside buildings there, and I only have the Barbarian King to go kill her. So I did pre-poison her, drop the BK, got several whiz coming in. And then just basically poured in most of the hogs over there at 3 o'clock. And I knew that even if there was a double giant bomb set here, that they would basically trigger it one at a time by coming in this direction. And so I had one heal there, and then I save a second heal for that area. And this was a clean attack, but I didn't know from the other attacks what was going to be in there. Although I figured there would be at least one double giant bomb. And there was a double set. Like I said, I did trigger it one at a time. Cleanup troops already down. Both heroes up at full health. So again, you know, it's all about breaking the base down. We'll go ahead and speed this one up. All right, what do we got? Okay. All right, guys, I hope you like those attacks. Again, kind of a tough match for us, but good job to the guys at Akatsuki. Congrats on level 10. That's one I definitely put up on the bulletin board of, hey, I'd like to do it again with a little bit more kind of even Town Hall spread. So we got some good stuff up and coming, but again, better start here, much better performance, I thought, by our guys. So trending in the right direction again, and hopefully next time, guys, we'll be bringing you a really long streak of green for the Warlog. So thanks again, guys. This is Raiden signing out from Predominance Raids, and we'll see you next time.